We live in the age of connection, a world where distance has disappeared, where voices travel faster than thought and faces glow softly behind glass. But beneath the noise, there is a silence growing louder. We are surrounded by everyone, yet truly seen by no one. The world is full of conversation, but empty of communion. This is digital loneliness, the ache that hums beneath the scroll. We call it connection. But what we really crave is contact. Every notification, every message, a small spark against the vastness of solitude. We reach for our phones like lifelines, searching for warmth in the cold light of pixels. Yet the more we touch the screen, the less we touch each other. We mistake attention for affection, reactions for relationships, and visibility for value. But the heart knows the difference. It knows when the light is artificial. The internet is a crowded room where everyone is performing and no one is listening. We scroll past a million lives collecting fragments of strangers' emotions, never realizing how quietly our own fade. We curate versions of ourselves, cleaner, happier, sharper, and call it authenticity. We trade our inner world for approval that expires in 24 hours, and somewhere between seen and ignored, the self begins to fracture. Presence has become performance. We are available, but absent. Responsive, but not receptive. We text, "I'm here," while our minds are elsewhere, floating between a dozen invisible rooms. Technology promised to bring us closer, but closeness cannot be coded. It's not found in algorithms or connection speeds, but in the quiet weight of a shared silence. True presence requires absence, the kind that lets you return to yourself. The human soul was never meant to carry the voices of millions. Every scroll, every story, 1,000 small comparisons eating away at contentment. We are overstimulated yet undernourished. The brain confuses quantity for intimacy. 1,000 connections but no communion. Like drinking salt water to quench a deeper thirst. Once, we sat with our thoughts. We let the quiet teach us. Now silence feels unbearable. A void we must fill with noise, movement, distraction. But silence was never the enemy. It was the bridge back home. The mind, like the ocean, becomes clear only when still. The soul speaks in whispers, but we've tuned into static. We have never been so visible and yet so unseen. We share everything except the truth. Our smiles are captions, our pain filtered. Vulnerability has become content, and authenticity a performance. But the heart does not speak hashtags. It speaks in trembling tones, in pauses, in the spaces between words. The language of the soul cannot be optimized. Each scroll is a tiny promise. Maybe the next thing will make me feel. A dopamine loop. Reward, refresh, repeat. The same circuitry as addiction, hidden in something we call normal. We are not addicted to our phones. We are addicted to escaping ourselves. To avoid the ache of emptiness, we chase stimulation, never realizing it deepens the void. The soul doesn't need more content. It needs meaning. Somewhere along the way, we forgot how to look each other in the eyes. We fear boredom, when boredom was once the birthplace of creativity. We fear stillness, when stillness was once the home of peace. We have mistaken activity for aliveness, and constant connection for communion. But being human was never about being seen. It was about seeing, not broadcasting, but belonging. Real connection has texture. It breathes, it listens, it exists beyond words. In laughter that interrupts sentences, in the comfort of silence between two hearts. You can't download presence, you can only give it. Look up from the screen, see the world in unfiltered light. Let someone's eyes remind you what real contact feels like. In the end, connection was never meant to be constant, only meaningful. You're not a signal, you are not a profile. You are a pulse, a breathing moment in time. Put the phone down, step into the silence, listen. The world is still here waiting for your presence, not your posts. And maybe that's what we were searching for all along. Not attention, not noise, just home.